Hello, Daysof fans. This is for Monday, December the 30th. Please like and share and subscribe. If you didn't want to subscribe, just hitting the like button throws it up in the algorithm. So I'm told. I don't really know. So Belle informs Sean that she's been offered a position as the DA to replace EJ. And she doesn't know if the mayor is going to offer it to her or not. That's what she's kind of hanging around for. And Sean said, he was okay with it. He thought they were getting along fine. There wouldn't be any problems, and he thought definitely she would be a better district attorney than EJ. They're all ganging up on EJ, and it's kind of pissing me off. Not Sean and Belle, but this one here. Jada, she's called Paulina in, and she's telling him out of 6 cases, 4 of these cases, EJ won. And you know what I found out? 4 of them have family members that work for Demera. He's letting his friends off and the criminals go. And then he let Hattie go. He was able to make a mistake and let her go. And he's like, and Paulina's like, So Paulina says, okay, you got somebody else to replace him with then, since you're taking this upon yourself. And she said, yeah, Belle Black. And they talked about it, and she convinced, and she even told Paulina, now I don't have any proof of this yet, but I pretty good feeling this is what's going on with EJ. That's probably going to get her screwed. So Paulina gets on the phone, and she calls EJ and tells him, he says it's not a good time, and she said, you need to be here now. She's a bitch. I'm just going to say it. And I don't like her as DA. She's got the big head. So I'm done with her. And I don't like Jada going behind EJ's back. So he comes down there and he greets Belle and Sean, in a fine fashion. And he walks by, and they all know he's getting ready to get fired. It really pisses me off. Not at Sean and Belle, really. But it pisses me off that everybody knows what's going on. But EJ goes in, ladies, what can I do for you? And they're just smiling and laughing. And Jada's loving this, but she's going to get boinked by Fake Rafe. So you deserve it, girl. So she says, Polly says, we don't want anything from you. You're fired. Prior to his meeting at the office, he was talking to Rafe, Fake Rafe, trying to get him to get out of his house. But then he had a knock at the door, and he goes to get it, and it's real Rafe. And he's there to question him, of course, about the phone calls, the texts that Ava's been getting, which we now know is from Rachel, that are coming from this house. Now, we all know that's not how that works. Anyway, he hears a glass break. EJ told him nobody's there. He hears a glass break, and EJ's like, hey, you don't have a warrant. You don't work for the department anymore. You're not the commish, so you can get out of my house. So then EJ has to go because Paulina has demanded his presence. And Rafe decides he's just going to sneak back in the house because he knows good and well EJ's lying to him. He's hiding something. He's got something in that house that Rafe thinks he's privy to. So Rafe waits for him to leave, and he sneaks in the house. So he gets in the house, he's looking around, he doesn't see anything, and then he turns around because coming down the steps is who? It is the Fake Rafe. So we see Fake Rafe looking at him, and Fake Rafe's going to have to confine him, probably throw him in the basement. I've seen some spoilers that Jada marries Fake Rafe. It's what she deserves. I hope she gets knocked up by him. I'm sick of her going after EJ. She's got the big head too. Okay, so we take back up where Holly catches, what's her name? The little skank, Sophia, and confronts them, and they're telling her, they're on their way to get an abortion. Meanwhile, Sophia's mom is trying to give Ava Sophia's retainer that she left at home this morning. She said she was going to go to her friends or go check out colleges, but she had an early shift at the bistro or whatever the place is that Ava's running. I think it's the bistro. And she says, oh no, she's off today. And then she tried to cover for her and say, oh, I got her mixed up with another girl. And just Ava really didn't say anything wrong. Her mother gave her the retainer. That's what she's doing there. But her mom is really twisting it around. Why do you know so much about my daughter that I don't know? So, it's getting tricky here. So, Tate wants a few minutes alone with Holly, and Sophia's rolling her eyes. Roll your eyes, girl. Neither one of you deserve Tate. Well, y'all, none of you deserve each other. Well, maybe you do. So Sophia says, when I come back, you better be ready to go. Because she's just fed up with this. Well, you should be fed up. You went and stole a girl's boyfriend, did everything to trick him you could. You're getting what you deserve. And Holly broke up with him, and she got what she deserved too. So rumors are that Tate's going to have to marry her per the demand of her mother. But Tate convinces Holly she don't want a baby, I don't want a baby, we're going to take care of this, and it's going to be all right. So, Holly's like, I hope so, because she thinks this is some pretty bad stuff. So, anyway, Sophia is shocked to walk up and find her mother talking to Ava. And then her mother starts questioning her, tell me what you've done with Tate. Did you go behind my back and see him? And Ava's trying to protect her, but she can't without telling too many lies to her mother. So she ends up breaking and say, yeah, we had just a quick kiss. And she said, well, you better be glad it was just a kiss, but why do I think you're lying? And she finally screamed out at her mom and said, you know what, I am lying. I did a whole lot more with Tate than kissed. And she said, so you slept with him and he left you. What did I tell you? He'd use you and leave you. That's what boys do. They get what they want and they leave you. And Ava's feeling really bad because she tried to protect her, but she thinks her mother is a controlling nut. And she said, well, you're not going to do this or whatever. So her she said, we need to take you to the gynecologist and everything. And then she ends up vomiting in a flower pot or something there, saying, Mom, can we do this somewhere else? I'm not feeling well. And she just had said she was going to take her to a gynecologist because she doesn't believe her. And then Ava and what has happened to my pictures? They look at each other. Anyway, Holly comes back, says, I can't do it. And he says, why? And in comes her mother, and she said, because she's going to make him